So today's work looks quite similar to what we were doing in yesterday's lesson. Really important though, some slightly trickier questions. Make sure you watch this video so you can make the distinction between two different types of problems that we're going to be working through today. Bit of a short video, just make sure you watch it all the way through. And when we finish, make sure that you submit your exit ticket for me today. Thank you. Okay, so we are going to have a go at doing some more practice on trigonometry. These questions are different to the ones we were doing last lesson, even though they look really similar. So it's really important we pay full attention. The first thing we're going to do is write our SOHCAHTOA, and then we're going to have a go at labelling our sides. So we've got my angle is up the top here, so my opposite is down the bottom here. My hypotenuse is opposite my right angle, so we've got my H here and we've got my A here. Now we'll remember we've got this side and this side are the two sides we're using, so we're not using my A. So we're using O and H. O and H means that we're going to be using sine. So I can write down sine 20 equals my opposite over my hypotenuse. And this is where we have to be really careful. My x is in the denominator of my fraction, which means we need to times by x to get x times sine 20 equals 7, and then divide by sine 20. So x equals 7 divided by sine 20. You can go straight from this line to this line if that would make it easier for you. Just if you know x is in the denominator, that means you're going to need to divide. We then type that into our calculator. Now we should be noticing we're finding the hypotenuse, so our answer needs to be bigger than 7. So if we get an answer here smaller than 7, we know we've made a mistake. We get 20.5, so we're going to be okay. So have a go at this question on the right. Notice it looks quite similar. We've got an x and a 7 in the same place. Think about what's happened, how the angle's changed. Label your sides. Have a go at doing the question. So I've labelled my sides. I've got something by A. I've got something with my hypotenuse. So I'm not going to be using O. So it's A and H, so it's cos. So I write down cos 31. Angle always goes with the trig function, equals A, so 7, divided by x. So again, x is my denominator, so it means we're going to need to do a division. 7 divided by cos 31 equals x. We then type that into our calculator to get 8.2, sorry. Now remember, again, we're finding the hypotenuse, so it should be bigger than 7, so it's not an obvious mistake that we've made. We're going to be happy with that answer. Just a little bit of practice on that last step, just to make it really clear for us what we need to do. So this one, we've got x on the denominator, so we're dividing by 3, so we can go through times both sides by 3, so 3 times sine 40. Next question, x is in the denominator this time. This needs to be 7 divided by cos 50. Finally, we've got x in the denominator again, so it's going to be 3 divided by tan 70. So key things really, make sure that you label your triangle correctly, and then think about which way around your opposite and hypotenuse need to go once you've decided if it's sine, cos or tan. So 3 questions on the right. Just have a quick go at writing out, like I did in red, what you would need to type into your calculator. Okay, so just answers here for us then. We've got first one, x is in the denominator here, so it's going to be a divide. Again, in the denominator here. No, sorry, mistake there. X is in the numerator here, so we're going to do a times. X is in the denominator again here, so we're going to do a divide. So now just have a go at working your way through those questions. They're going to be like what we did in the first slide on that example.